Yes, I did. And I have thimbles to go with it.
Can you play it?
Sure.
Wow.
Well, I was at the hardware store today, and this old school hardware store up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Oh, busy.
Busy.
That's a great store.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in looking for, well, what they call T-bars, you know, for suspended ceilings.
Uh-huh.
You know, those little.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have any. But when I was going to the front door, I saw that they had it in the front window. So I couldn't resist.
That is a musical instrument. That's actually not meant to be for washing clothes.
No, it's for washing, but it's also a musical instrument.
Yeah.
That's I wanted the real one. I didn't want those ones. They've got ones with like shoulder harnesses on them. And
Hey.
such.
Hey, Clive, how are you?
Good.
Good.
And you?
Good.
Keeping out of trouble?
I think so.
Not sure there.
It's too early to know.
Where would you prefer?
Okay,
Does it
this
matter
is-
to me, is Kathy coming? Because she'll probably want to sit
Yep.
there. Sit over here. Kathy, you should sit.
Here, some water.
Thank you.
The wind chimes are.
Should I sit over here?
Pretty
so
lively.
Clive
Wherever,
can
wherever
swing
you want to
his,
sit, you know,
swing
yeah,
his-
yeah, if you want to, yeah, you want to sit in here.
That
That's
way he can swing his, sticks.
It needed it. It just complements the. No. It's because it's a big. You've got a third.
Going back.
I like it. The wind chimes. Good.
Well, there's two, yeah, those are little.
Yep.
Then I got the
They're a
wing
little
one.
bright.
Yeah. I got the wing thing.
This thing?
Yeah.
I like it. Just
Yeah, it's illusion.
the drums are fabulous. It just made a huge difference.
I overdone like 4 guitars on it.
Not on this though.
Yeah.
On this track.
They're not in this mix. It sounds too good without.
No, just.
Sounds good.
Yeah, because I'm getting a whole lot of plays, online, just the drum stuff.
like that. I like that. Is that the
Yeah.
building? It's just, it's like playful. It just comes in and just, it's got a nice, it's like,
This is called Aldebaran. The
you had to sneak that in.
Yeah, I did that today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just this part. The other stuff I've been working on for.
Buddy, it's made a huge difference to the,
Yeah, it adds a nice.
to the,
Well, it makes a chord.
the depth.
Yeah.
It also sounds more like an ensemble
Yeah.
playing together.
Well,
you know?
I've understood the shortcomings of Pro Tools. So now I'm allowing for it because there's this latency problem in Pro Tools. All digital recording has a latency problem.
What does that mean?
And I had to understand what it meant. So, you know, when I upgraded, I went online and did all this research. And there's a latency setting. What it basically does is that when you're overdubbing to a basic track or even a click track, you think you're playing right on the click, right on the
okay.
tempo.
Yeah, yeah.
But then when you play it back, it's just a mini microsecond ahead of the click track.
So how does it synchronize?
It's close enough for most people they don't even notice.
But you'd notice.
Yeah. And I noticed it before when I had set the latency settings on my previous version, thinking I was, you know, because for mixing, they say set it this certain way,
Yeah.
and then for recording, set it this way, but they don't explain what the difference is.
Right.
So then I was having problems with the earlier version. I wasn't syncing up. Like, I would lay it in, and it's like I had enough confidence in my own ability to say, that should have been right on the money.
Mm.
That wasn't me, that's the program.
Yeah.
That's a problem. So then I had to research. I said, it's a little bit off. You know, it's like, and I noticed it especially on this one. So the last album that I did, the Ultimate Affirmations, I had to slide everything. I put it in free flow, and you slide the whole track downstream till they line up. Because I knew they were the way they were supposed to line up. Because when you're overdubbing percussion, it's got to be spot on.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's not, it sounds terrible.
Mm.
And it's like, you know, from the old analog days, I knew that I could do that. A lot of musicians may not have that much discriminating ear or self-confidence, say, oh, well, my timing is a little off. No, my timing is not off. So it's like, why is this a problem? So then I did the research in the YouTube videos, and they explain that every time you overdub, it's going to be a fraction faster than the track you were overdubbing to. Hi.
I'm late, but I was hoping to come in.
You're good.
Great.
No, you're
You're
good to go.
actually-
We're just
we're
getting
just sort
started.
of-
Nice.
Come on in.
We're
Here,
starting late.
let's sit you in over here. Kathy's gonna get over there. And
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. My name's Marisa.
What is it?
Marisa.
Marisa, okay, I'm Buddy.
Nice
This
to
is
meet you.
Garvin.
Hi.
meet you.
Nice to meet you
Clyde.
too. Hi. How are you?
Good,
Okay.
My friend Kaya, she's come in here before. She
Yeah.
says she might know her as the poet. She's like.
I do remember Kaya. How is she?
She's good. She's been busy.
She did her poetry in here with us. She recited her poetry with the drumming and everything. It was very nice.
I have actually no idea what I'm getting myself into, but
Oh,
it sounded
it's
interesting.
good.
Well,
It's a good one.
while you're sitting,
need a
would you
drum.
like a bottle of water?
Sure, that would be awesome, thank you.
Need one of those.
Okay.
Okay, here's that drum again, I'm just gonna check our sound.
Just wanna
here.
put your foot on that so it doesn't fall out.
Okay, we're, yeah, okay, we'll get you going here. Yeah, okay, Clive's already moving on this, okay. Let's check that, let's see what that sounds like. Yeah. Okay. Now, not to worry, you don't have to know anything about this,
Okay.
because you'll immediately intuitively understand how to do this. So the drum needs to tilt forward,
Uh-huh.
such as it is. Get it in there. There you go. Now stop. That's good.
Okay.
Now, so, actually, prefer people who don't have any experience with this, because you don't have any bad habits. You just come at it. So, these are really exceptional drums. We've worked with these master carvers from Ghana for 27 years. So, and the drums have an amazing tone. So it's like, what we go for is this deep tone, right in the middle of the drum head. And just use your whole hand and come up quickly. You want to, your bracelet may rattle around. It's okay, it won't, you know. Well, you're going to use both hands. Don't forget it, because if you put it on the shelf, it's liable to end up getting sold. Good. It's strange. This time of night, you know, it gets humid. It gets humid for about a half hour.
Balmy out.
Yeah, it's really
Oh,
balmy.
it's going to heat up again this weekend.
Yeah,
Humid summer. I feel
yeah,
like.
yeah.
Way more than
Unusual.
usual.
Yeah. Now, this deep tone we're calling in New Orleans, it's called the downbeat, right? So that's our anchoring note, and we all support the downbeat. And as the patterns become more sophisticated or busy, you don't necessarily have to play it, but as long as you support it and you know what you improvise, you know, around the downbeat, it's going to hold together. So, and also I encourage people to use both hands. So when you're coming into that downbeat, from a meditative point of view, this is like yoga. You're going to be balanced. That's what the stands are for. You okay there? Where you don't have to use your legs to hold the drum, which was the traditional African method. That's why it was such a guide thing, because you had to use, you know. But here, it's completely relaxing the body. Now, these tempos that we do generally are not really fast. We will push it a little bit. But the point of that is that our nervous system registers tempo very sensitively. So if it starts to speed up inadvertently, there's a level of anxiety that starts to build up. It can be exciting and fun, and we'll do that. But we like to keep it in where it's a safe, you know, type of grooves. Now, the basic rhythm patterns that we work with are just like the building blocks for rhythms in all different cultures. So you're going to probably just intuitively be able to, like you're doing, stay in the groove of these basic patterns and not have to worry about, am I playing the correct notes? And I tell people there's really no wrong notes. I mean, I'll show patterns sometimes when we get into the sequencing.
Okay.
Let's see now. We're getting a whole lot of junjun tonight. Maybe the mics are too loud. Yeah, why don't you come over here and we'll put Kathy when she pulls in. Yeah. The mics are pretty hot tonight, I think. We stream to YouTube. No, you're good right there. We stream to YouTube, so we have people all over.
Nice. Oh, awesome.
It's nice.
That's very cool.
Kathy. No, it's a little museum gallery kind of place where she's got, you know, artist friends all over the world, a lot of women's cooperatives and fair trade groups. You have room to work? Do you have room there? So we get pieces from India and Africa and Bolivia and Sri Lanka and Bali. So there's a lot of really good energy. And these are master drum carvers in Ghana. And we worked with them for 26 years. Now, there's no right or wrong way to do this. So when you start to feel more confident, go ahead. Don't be shy. Be creative. Because that creative energy then, that's part of the healing, part of the meditation, and it's totally acceptable. And it's also part of the therapy. I've created a whole new career as a drum therapist, you know, go figure. And then we'll do some vocalizing. You don't have to sing, but it's okay. Totally, whatever. It's the whole point is to open up, be as creative as possible, not to be afraid, and, you know, open up, let the voice come out. Right?
Yes, sir.
We're going to get Clyde to sing one of these days. He commutes to Sydney, or actually, Antelope, Kangaroo Valley. I used to say Kangaroo. vibration. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of a lessening first, though. I want to try to get you onto that syncopated note. That note. Yeah, like every other one. No, keep it open so you don't play so much. Like the other notes that you're playing. Boom, pow, boom, pow. And then that, boom, pow. But don't know this. Just keep it open. Yeah. So when you open it up like that, it starts to swing a little bit more. But you don't have to consistently do it. It's just that's part of the color, part of the palette. Different colors. Protection surrounds. Protection surrounds. Protection surrounds. Sacred abounds. Sacred abounds. Sacred abounds. Sacred abounds. Let the goddess dance. Let the goddess dance. Let the goddess dance. Let the goddess dance. Great Spirit, bless our endeavor. 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 back door open? I'll pop that back door
Not a lot of static.
open. Is there sound?
Almost sounds like a speaker's blowing or something.
Overdrive.
That's funny.
that before.
Well, this computer is about to take its last day.
For a long time.
Did you get a water can?
Oh, no. Do you need
I
one?
think, no, I've got one. I think that's Clive's over
Yeah.
there. I don't know if Buddy wanted one. I don't think so.
What's that?
Did you want
didn't
a water?
did you?
No, go ahead.
I
Go
took
ahead.
it.
Everybody's good.
So where do these songs come from that you guys sing?
They've evolved over the years, you know, where, and I tour quite a bit. I was creating this drumming, ceremonial meditation drumming around the country. And what I saw was people wanted to have songs that they could sing that weren't necessarily too complicated, but yet they were, the beginning thing is an invocation, where you're setting a good intention. And that comes from what I've witnessed in traditional drumming events in traditional cultures, say like in Afro-Cuban or whatever, where it's very important to set a good intention to, because, you know, as you get in Brazil or wherever, it's like you witness the phenomenon that drumming creates an energy, and that the energy attracts energy, and that if you're not careful, you can attract dysfunctional energy. Like, for instance, the Venice Beach drumming group's a good example. If you've ever,
Yeah, I've actually participated in that
Yeah.
at some.
and
back in the
sometimes
day.
it can get kind of wild, and sort of anarchy
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Mhm.
And it generates anxiety and fear sometimes. So as I was going around the country introducing this concept of like coherent energy based on the downbeat, I was coming up against this unconscious dysfunctional energy. A lot of young bucks, you know, the young guys just want to pound, and so it's like I said, okay, well, this is a community. You have to be, you know, socially responsible.
Yeah.
So I said, you have to create, from the experiences that I've had with different indigenous groups, is that they're very careful about what kind of energy they generate and attract. So what we did was an invocation that was sort of a generic invocation. It's not specific to any particular doctrine. And as a result of that, we're putting up a firewall, you know, spam filter as it were, to prevent attracting negative energy. And so as a result of that, everyone is on the same page. And it really creates a good intention. And so the energy then has a coherency to it. And the other problem is like, for instance, the ending, you know, the big ending that we just did. What that's doing is closing the energy flow. Because what happens in traditional groups, tribal drumming, for instance, is that you have to have an ending. Because the energy that comes in has to be, you know, terminated. Say, okay, you're there, we're here. We're not, you know, because that energy will follow you home. And it's not always good energy to be carrying home with you. So we're always careful about the beginning and the endings and the intention. Because drumming is a powerful focusing tool for intention. And so we do a lot of, you know, intentional drumming. People come in like energy workers and therapists will bring, and I'm on staff and I go up and drum with like Bridges to Recovery and their clients every week. And when you're drumming, your intention is really important because the drumming focuses your intention. It's like a magnifying glass. And so people say, oh, I didn't want to come in and drum because I was angry. I said, no, that's different. If you're angry, that's a good time to drum because if you're in a group and it's positive intentions, then that energy will be driven into the earth in a positive way and you won't have to like deal with it. So you can be freed of it like that if everybody's on the same page. So that's why I'm really careful about making sure everybody understands and that we're sharing positive intention. We're doing.
I like
And it's very healing too, as a result of that. That's how it got started, was we were doing this, and people were getting better. You know, whatever their condition was, whether, of course, stress related, was improving quickly. But other stuff too, you know. And so then there were like events, like in Kansas or New Jersey or wherever I was on the road, people had spontaneous healings, like from Bell's palsy, for instance, like overnight, boom, gone. It's like, okay, because everyone, 40 drummers, like, you know, drumming on healing someone, has some sort of effect. And I'm not going to like promote it, but it does happen. So we're keeping that option open. And as a result of that, people who are therapists, I mean conventional psychotherapists, bring their patients in and would do it right in here. Yeah. And as a result of that, the word has gotten out. So now I'm on staff up there with the Bridges to Recovery. That's a Beverly Hills kind of, you know, high-end organization. And people are dealing with all kinds of conditions, not just drug and alcohol recovery. Actually, not very much of that. It's more to do with anxiety, depression, you know, bipolar, you know, ADHD, and, you know, lots of different things. So the drum, on that very simple level, not a metaphysical level, is really doing a lot of good. But still, the intention is very important. So we'll do affirmations. Now, what I've witnessed over the last 25 years of doing this is that if you have a desire and you drum on your desire, it's multiplied, it's magnified, and there's some sort of response. The universe responds, especially if we keep it simple. Now, I've witnessed this like in the Caribbean, because I grew up in Miami and I saw a lot of stuff down there that really amazed me when I was young. And I've always been a drummer, and I was rudimental. You know, I started classical, timpani, and all that, and the medals and the drum and bugle corps stuff. But then I ended up in the Deep South, and I started to see stuff from New Orleans down into the Caribbean that really couldn't be explained by conventional, you know, drumming. So it's like, there's energy of some sort being generated, and they were very careful not to abuse it, not to misuse it. Yes, very respectful. And over the years, I grew to understand why. Because it has its own energy, its own impact, and we have very little, if any, vocabulary to explain that stuff. So this is where we are. We're beginning in this cultural mix to come up with an understanding of what this energy, the rhythmic energy, can do in positive effect in a person's life. So people are healing, people are getting better, people are getting what they want. I mean, good stuff. So they'll come in and they'll drum for a new job, they'll drum for a new car, they'll drum for a new apartment, they'll drum for a new partner, and stuff happens. So I'm witnessing this, and people are getting better on a psychological level as well as a physical level. So I had to like take a look at it and realize that rhythm is a mysterious healing process that has to do with the flow, the groove, and you get outside of your critical mind. So you don't feel afraid. You feel relaxed, you feel strong, confident, capable. And when we're in that mode, the universe recognizes that. Some another arm. Wash away, wash away, wash away pain. 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 wash away, wash away, wash away illness, wash away, wash away, wash away illness, wash away, wash away, wash away illness, wash away, wash away, wash away illness. Last one. Oh, that's a good ending. Shows everyone where to clap.
What is that?
Is it still doing that?
Yeah.
Hopefully that's not broadcasting like that.
Okay, let's see. Guessing.
Not a wire,
What?
not a cable.
You were saying it was a cable? Is that what you said?
I'm saying, is it a cable?
Sounds like it, doesn't it?
Is this
Yeah.
mic supposed to be laying down here?
That's the mic.
It's not a mic, the mic's up here, that's.
What about the new mic? That line. What stops?
Let's see.
Listening.
Okay, everybody play together. Let me see
I can't do that now.
just play together, just play. I'm just gonna mute this one. Sorry, and, because it seems like, I just brought it down again, so, I'll check it later. We have people listening all over the world, and it's and so we'll take this moment and we'll do a lesson. Now, we've been doing the paradiddle and the paradiddle diddle. Now, these are drumming rudiments. There's, like traditional stick drumming rudiments. But, they translate over to the African, the djembes, hand drums, nicely. And they're fun. Because what they're doing is giving your brain a little exercise. Because I like to stay outside of the intellect when we're doing this. So you're in more of a meditative trance state. But every once in a while, people's intellectual mind says, I want to learn something. And I want to be able to name it. And I want to have it, in a little pigeonhole of the box so that I can refer to it and say, I know how to do that. So we'll do the paradiddle. And the paradiddle has specific hand sequences. It's right, left, right, right. Now, when you hit the drum, come up quickly. Now, use your whole hand, the heel as well as the fingers. And it's a medium tension. You don't have to use a lot of tension. But the point is to imagine that you're pulling that deep tone up out of the drum. There you go. Yeah. And you'll get a good one every once in a while. And you can't expect everyone to be like perfect. And then there's a high note out at the edge. And again, when you play at the edge note, let your fingers pop up off of the head. So there's air right away. People tend to do this, and they don't get much tone, so they're going to hit harder, and so it's harder on their fingers. So just, yes, go in there and just play from here. Yeah, that's good. And so you'll start to hear the voice of the drum. Every drum is going to have different voices in it, and there's a lot of different voices. So if we were playing like, it's like we would have to learn a lot of technique. So here, the djembe, in relation to the conga drum, you don't need to know a lot of technique. Although if we were dealing with a master African drum teacher, yes, they would say you have to do this and this and this, which puts you in your intellect. And that's all well and good, but we don't have the time to learn. So it's like, this is just a real quick touch. So we're going to right, left, right, right, and then immediately go left, right, left, left. So we go right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Right. Left, right, left, left. Yeah. Just back and forth. Now, this is the end of the paradiddle is a double note on one hand, right? Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Now, I like to do this for one other reason, is it puts you right into your critical mind, and you witness this evaluating and judging and anxiety and tension that comes from the critical mind when we try to learn something. And yeah, so that's all well and good if we want to do that. But what we fashioned with this type of meditation drumming is that you don't have to go there. You don't have to be in the critical mind. A lot of musicians are there. Their music teachers were there, so that's the way they play. Very intellectual. So what we're doing is developing this neuron pathway so that you're capable of playing a double note on one hand when you go back to the meditative trance part of your being when you drum like this. Okay? Now go faster. Now stay relaxed though. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Right. Now let's take a break. When you get to the level where you can't go any faster, you have to just shake it off. Now,
Slow down.
yeah, well, we're going to do that, but I want to show you where it goes. Slowing down is important. Okay? So now we're going to start slow, okay? Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Okay, we're about maxed out now. Now we're going to slow back down. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Slow on down. Slow down. Paradiddle, paradiddle, paradiddle. Right. Paradiddle. Slowing down. If you want to learn anything on the drum, slow it down. Paradiddle, 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 So by slowing down, your system relaxes the lesson that it just learned. Very important. I do martial arts drumming, teach the martial artists. And, you know, the tendency is to speed up. When you learn something, try to speed it up. And what happens is you injure yourself, often, because you're beyond the relaxation level. So by slowing back down, you retain the relaxation mode. So your system learns how to do it faster, but it learns to remember to stay relaxed. So that's why the meditation drumming actually comes out of rudimental drumming. Because when I had to do all the rudiments when I was a kid in front of the judges, I had to go slow, fast, and then slow back down. That's called open and closed. And you had to do the 13 basic American drum rudiments for the judges. The paradiddle, the flam paradiddle, the paradiddle-diddle, the 9-stroke roll, on and on. The Radamacue, the lesson 25. And it was an oral tradition, lesson 25. Those came out of the Revolutionary War. And they were uniquely, you know, colonial. They weren't British. They had to be different. So they were a mixture of all the cultures of the colonies. So the American Indian was part of it, Portuguese, Far East, Filipino, just everything, African, everything was a mix. So that's why the rhythms that come out of our cultural mix are so accessible to the whole world, because it's really a mix of everyone, simplified. So that's why I kind of like go, every once in a while, go over to touch on to that history of drumming, what I call the history of the groove in America, because it really influenced the whole world. Now, there are 2 basic rhythm structures in the whole universe. That's it. And we did one already, so we're halfway there. The one we've just done is a 4-beat pattern. You know, you can count it a lot of different ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 1. The other rhythm structure is a 3, or a 6, or sometimes a 9 if you want to get fancy. But just 3 or 6. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now it's a waltz, right? If you were in Vienna, if you were in Africa, this would be the African rumba. If you were in Cuba, this would be the Wawanko. If you were American Indian, this would be part of the ghost dance. If you were in Malaysia, this would be part of the Sunkill, the martial arts drumming. If you were in the Ukraine, this would be part of the Siberian shaman drumming tradition. So every culture uses this 3-beat. And if you were in Belfast, this would be the Celtic jig, the Irish jig. This would be the Druid. If you were in the Mediterranean, this would be the belly dancing rhythm. So every culture uses both of these basic rhythm structures. If you were in New Orleans, this would be the blues. You're still on the paradiddle.
Paradiddle diddle.
Yeah. Now paradiddle diddle is where you add 2 extra double notes at the end. And we've been working on this a little bit, but you don't have to go there.
What?
You don't have to go there.
Okay.
So again, the downbeat is that beginning note. So that's the miracle of what the downbeat has done for modern society. It was invented in New Orleans. It's not African. And it's not European either. The downbeat was invented about 250 years ago in the French Quarter, in a place now called Congo Square, where all the different cultures got to meet. Slaves could mingle. It was open. It was French. So they could all play music together. And they didn't know each other, but they wanted to play music together. So they said, let's agree. Let's agree at least on one note. And that became the downbeat. That was the anchoring note. So this 3-beat rhythm was coming out of Africa, but it was also coming out of Ireland. And so, an American Indian. So the downbeat, became that anchoring note. So if we go back and listen to like Robert Johnson or Charlie Patton or the early blues guys, Muddy Waters, B.B. King, it's all going to be based off of this 3-beat rhythm. The blues comes out of this, which makes sense because the blues is survival music. It's not about feeling slaves were allowed to play coming across the Atlantic from Africa. Because the slave ship owners saw that when they had this drum on the slave ships, more slaves survived the trip. They didn't give up. So they said, okay, more money. So they encouraged it. Except when the ships got to the colonies, they didn't allow this drum anywhere on the eastern seaboard. Savannah, he was not Christian. But in New Orleans, it was French. So it was allowed. And that's why New Orleans is the home of rhythm and blues and jazz and rock and roll and everything else. Because all the cultures were able to contribute to this concept of the downbeat and survival. There's a great B.B. King documentary on Hulu. Really good. Universe, bring this to us. Universe, us. Oh, light, bring this to 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 us.
Garvin, you
That
are
sounded
the
good, that
ultimate
sounded good,
one-man
yeah.
band. It's good. You added a
He's a one-band man.
He adds just another he adds another dimension to it. It's
Mhm.
really good. I like it when you play different instruments. It's really neat.
Feature and put a spotlight over here.
Yeah, well, we all get our 15.
That's sure. We all have our moments, and Andy was right. Yeah.
Oh,
So this sounds good. You're really
Sensei
you're,
kept telling me to
I feel like
turn
I
it
got
down.
a little better.
yeah. I get more confident. And you're finding tone.
I
You
think
know,
this spot here is it's
very resonant.
It's more resonant through the
Yeah,
floor.
you-
I
you-
can hear it.
Yeah.
It's good.
Now, there's interesting metaphysical qualities about the 3-beat concept as a rhythmic structure in the universe. And when it's slow like that, Yeah, it's the slow blues, it's the waltz, it's a traditional American Indian. But as it speeds up then, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, then it goes through some interesting energy changes. So as it speeds up, I refer back to the Afro-Cuban stuff that I was really influenced by as a teenager in Miami, where what they called Wabanco is part of the Santeria, the religion of the drum. And it was a mixture of Yoruba, Spanish, Catholic, African traditional rhythms, and brought up to speed and mixed with these two drums, these combinations. So, and there was basic rhythm structures that were very powerful when they're played ensemble, you know, continuously, traditionally 3 days and 3 nights, and not speeding up, just staying really locked in. And the drummers would spell each other and eat, and the dancers would be in trance. And so, and then you would witness that in many different places. Even Morocco would use that same pattern with the women drummers in Morocco, which was use frame drums. And it's like, and there's documentary footage. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And they would sing, but you hear it in Haiti and, you know, all through the Caribbean, Brazil. And so it's like, it became synonymous with, you know, these voodoo cults. But what it is really is it's a power source. So when people drum, it's not necessarily dark energy. It's really how you treat it and how you deal with it, because it's a life force. So it's like Clive has generously titled this groove that we worked at Chicken Head. So here the triplet, 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 triplet. This is the 3 note, the waltz speeded way up. So what's happening then when you speed up the 3 notes, it becomes 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. But you're still playing the combination. Your brain, your muscles, nerves are playing triplet, 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 1, 2, 3. Now, you don't have to play all those notes. Now, I'm going to stop here for a second, because you've just witnessed this, and we have, the way I teach is like introduce it and then don't let it create tension in the learning system. Take a break. Now we digest that, and then you'll be able to play it when we pick it up again, because now it'll suddenly sound familiar. So it's like, and it's also easy to run away with this one and speed up, because it has so much energy in it. But it's a very powerful ceremonial ritual rhythm all over the world. So it's like, we'll start here. What's that? What time? What?
What do you want me to play?
We're going to slide into these. Are you familiar with the clave? The concept of the clave rhythm. It's the foundation for most Latin rhythms. But most of the time, people learn it in a 4/4 time. But actually, originally, it was in a 6. So, what we're going to do now, we're going to slide into it by doing a blues shuffle. That's what this is. And pretty much this sounds kind of familiar. But don't push. We're going to be nice and relaxed with it. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, backing it off just a hair. Now we're going to, the clave rhythm is comprised of a combination of 3 notes and 2 notes. The 3-2 or the 2-3. So what we're going to do here is we're going to accent. No, yeah, we just got to slow it down. I'm in a couple of different grooves here. Are you starting with your right hand? Okay, take your left hand off. Yeah. Just, there it is. It's a paradox. If you listen to yourself playing it, you get lost, because it doesn't intellectually make sense, because it's like, wait a minute, those accents don't fit with that structure. It does, you know. I mean, you can, and
Not the
sometimes,
obvious one.
yeah, I write, and sometimes, you know, when I get the big tablet, you know, I'll write it out so everybody can see it online. I keep threatening to do that. But it's based on a 6-beat pattern. Give me your sticks. It's like if you're playing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is for you, Dan. She's one of my favorites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. So that's the if you were to write it out, you could write it out in a 6/8 pattern. It would
Fit in there.
what?
I said it would fit in there.
Yeah, it would fit more or less. Yeah. But this rhythm was illegal in Cuba up until 100 years ago. It was considered, you know, non-Christian, and that if the African drummers were playing it, there was a Spanish law that said they would have to go to jail. And if they were playing a drum, they would have to go to jail. So that they worked around it by playing fish boxes, and they would play the wawanko, on the African rumba is where it comes out of Yoruba, you know, chanting, and they would play it on fish box. So when the police would come, there were no drums; they would just be playing boxes. So the Spanish had the cajon, that was their box tradition, where you sit on the box and play it. So they couldn't bust them because they said, well, that's a Spanish instrument. So that's how that particular rhythm survived in Cuba. And you can hear like great groups like Los Muñequitos de Matanzas, who have, you know, preserved and expanded that whole concept, you know, and considered now, you know, national treasures of Cuba. And they never left. They still live there, and, you know, they don't play in America very much. They play all over the rest of the world. They're hugely famous. It's all based off that rhythm. That 6 was the original rhythm that came across. And so I consider that like the original rhythm, because you'll hear it everywhere, all around the world. Now, I'm guessing it's around 8:45.
25-2.
So now we're going to close it out. We'll close out the circle. this is about it, you know. Halloween will be on the sidewalk, and it gets big, you know. It's an annual event.
I thought I saw Kevin walk by with his wife, but I could
Tonight?
be wrong. Sure looked like him, but I could be wrong.
Well, if it was him, I would be surprised if he didn't stop.
That's true. So probably
Or
wasn't.
wave.
Yeah, he would acknowledge somehow, make fun of us or something. He's a great drummer. He was one of the drummers with Iron Butterfly back in the day.
I don't know who that is.
And it got an
Yeah,
Adidas.
Not necessarily that mature, but I just Iron Butterfly. That's a
Inagata
long
DeVito
time
was
ago.
one of their big hits.
Oh yeah, I mean I know that.
72.
Okay.
So and now he's a video director, but he needs to drum, and he doesn't get a chance to because he's always working. So whenever we drum on the sidewalk, he gets the bell, and he makes a
Yeah.
point, you know. So
Can
now,
you try your,
yeah, I'm gonna
washboard
give a
out?
demonstration. Because I have to take this off. Okay. So normally there's a belt, you nail a belt. This is what was hard. Fine.
Like caps on shoes.
The Whitman malfunction.
Yeah, they're too small. My fingers are so big.
Don't they have different sized thimbles for?
These have, yeah. I got the largest ones they had.
Did you get a variety of sizes?
Yeah, I gotta put my glasses on. I marked them. I was so conscientious. The pink ones. Let's see. That's a big one. There's large and grande and extra grande. That's a little one.
That
Let's see.
looks like it's too little.
The Terminator.
Say something.
Okay, this gotta go. This gotta go on the phone.
Scrape up your fingers.
My hands are sweaty. So it's been a while since I. We didn't do any second line tonight, so next time we'll
That's
just.
really loud.
Do the bo diddly dee. My hands are all sweaty. Yeah, these are too small, my fingers. Too big now.
send you a
Ecology.
video
Oh.
of,
Yeah.
I think it's the Great Australian Blues Band, Backsliders.
Oh, yeah.
The original percussionist just had a, single, I think it was a snare, and
Mhm.
he played this. And that was it.
Well, if you wanna hear the greatest New Orleans, tambourine player, you gotta listen to the Subdudes.
The Subdudes.
Subdudes, Subdudes.
Okay. Thank you guys
It's
so much.
very nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Lovely
very
to
nice
meet
to meet
you.
you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you all.
Thank you.
Nice
Thank
to
you
meet
for
you.
So,
coming.
you're
Yeah,
totally
okay.
welcome,
Nice to meet you.
anytime.
Thank you so much.
There's a flyer out there, I just
Okay.
wanna keep track of when we're doing it.
All right, awesome. Thank you,
Remember
guys.
Halloween.
Okay, have a good
great
luck with
night.
your
You
homework.
too.
Yeah.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, the Subdudes, you gotta check out the Subdudes, cause that guy plays the tambourine like no one else. He's a whole drum set, just a tambourine. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I watched him, and I'm watching, and I'm hearing a whole drum set, and he's sitting there with a tambourine between his legs right here and playing it. I couldn't believe it. Tom-toms, bass drum, hi-hat, snare drum, everything. The Subdudes. They're
Subdudes.
the greatest New Orleans Southern band.
Did I send you the one-man band, the Australian
Yes,
guy,
I did.
playing at Edinburgh
Yeah, you
Festival?
did.
He's,
He was at the Edinburgh Festival?
yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
I think, yeah,
Variety.
Right.
I think one of the videos he was playing-
Different
playing
percussion is
there.
great.
well, the way you play slide, do you play it over your, sitting down?
No, I don't, that's lap steel, the lap slide. That's traditional, I mean, you can play it either way.
You-
Blind
you
Lemon
were
would
more
play
up
it that
here.
way, and Charlie Patton would play it that way, and Josh Graves would play it that way. But Dwayne, you know,
Yeah.
would play like, Dwayne played like that too, but, you know, since he was, you know, has Les Paul, he would just do it like that. So I kinda do it that way.
Did I tell you guys I went to see, my mind just went blank, no. Can't believe it. Yes, a concert at the Broad,
Who, what?
At the
Bobby
Broad.
McFerrin.
Oh, cool.
Went to see Bobby McFerrin. He was
nice.
unbelievable.
Yeah, talk about
He just sat
sound.
there playing percussion on his chest,
Yeah,
you know, and
yeah.
singing and going all over the place. And he kept inviting people up to the stage
Yeah.
to sing with him, like and to dance with him. You know, and he would. He was
He's done this whole thing with an orchestra where he was connected with some universities and he would put together an ad hoc orchestra, just an improvisational orchestra.
Right.
And get people to,
Everything was improv with
Yeah.
him, except for, you know, he did his show, but then he improv with everybody.
would pick people up and do that,
And
you know.
we were way up in a box
Astounding.
theater. I would have gone out at the end. He had a bunch of people come up and do baritone. He gave
Yeah.
them each a part, and
Uh-huh.
then he would come around and cue them when they come in. I
He's,
mean, it
he's
was
a genius
amazing.
at that, yeah.
Oh, he was just unbelievable.
He was inspirational for me to do it this way.
Okay. Because he reminded me of Robin Williams doing like, you know, doing just spontaneous,
Yeah.
you know, improv stuff, the way he would do it with the audience. Whatever they would sing, he would
Yeah,
sing and play. And,
yeah.
and then somebody asked him, evidently he'd worked with Robin Williams, and they asked him about him. So I didn't realize that, but
They
I
were
could
good.
see that, yeah, they were good friends. But he said that, somebody asked him what he thought about, Sidney Poitier, and he says, he was my babysitter. So I didn't think anything about him, you know, I just thought he was the babysitter.
Pretty cool,
I
pretty
guess his
cool.
dad was the first African-American to sing, at the New York Met or something, opera or something crazy. Anyway, it was it was a fantastic, he was through Santa Monica College at the Broad Theater. It was just unbelievable.
Wow.
That's wonderful to have
Yeah,
that kind of
so-
quality.
Oh, he was opening the season,
Oh.
so he was just like wonderful, so.
But that process where he brings people up and creates an improvisational orchestra, he's been famous for doing that now
Yeah.
for decades.
We asked if anybody had a harmonica, and some guy had brought it, maybe he'd seen him before, and he went up with him, and the guy started playing the harmonica, and he started doing all this stuff. I mean, it
Yeah,
was
the ham
just
bone.
unbelievable, you know, just.
What a talent, what a
anyway,
voice.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
That's great.
yeah.
The Broad, man, pretty cool.
Yeah, they've got some kind of,
Wanna give it to me? Want the one?
African
Oh, yeah.
group going over to do the magic flute or something, so I don't know what that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, looked like they had a didgeridoo or something, might have been a South Africa doing the magic flute, and they had all these wild. Anyway, so far everything we've seen over there has been really top.
Is that a Santa Monica theater?
Yeah, not a bad seat in the house. Everything is
Part of
good
the
seat.
college, right?
Yeah, it's part of the
Mhm.
college, but
Right over there.
but the billionaire guy, Eli Broad, paid the money to build it and put his name on it.
As you do.
Yeah. But it's
pretty
nice.
nice.
It's a good, it's
Right.
a very nice
Okay.
thing
Pretty,
for him
pretty
to do.
good.
Yeah.
I should keep an eye on what's playing.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's because it's tied in with the college. There were a lot of young
Right.
college kids there too, from the dance and music department and
Yeah.
stuff, and they all were just
Yeah.
thrilled.
Is
to
it a
go.
membership?
You can go single. You can buy single. We don't have a season ticket. You can get the season series, but we may get it in the future. But we're just gonna try to pick the ones that look interesting that we can do.
Where do you look at the schedule, like in the LA Weekly or something? And I'm
They've
sure
got
they've got it.
They've got it
brochure.
online, and then they handed out one too. If I can remember, I'll bring you in a copy of it, of
What
what's
an
coming up.
incredible resource.
Yeah, I mean, the seats are incredible. Every seat's great,
It's a nice looking building.
It's normally pretty reasonable, but this one, because it was the beginning of the series, they had hors d'oeuvres and drinks, so it was like an open bar or something. So
Wow.
we had eaten, we didn't realize it, and we wondered why the tickets were so much. We thought, well, it's because it's not in the fair. No, you get there, we just eaten. People are drinking and eating, people with trays of food. They're like, oh god, tables of food. We're like, oops, sorry. We're like, no wonder what dummies we were. We paid all this extra for the food and drink, and
How much were the tickets?
I don't remember, but it was
Oh.
more than usual.
Uh-huh.
It was a lot more than usual. And I thought,
Oh, well.
anyway,
Next time.
yeah, next time we'll know to go there hungry, don't eat all day or something. But just like a lot of the stuff you do here,